This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 5457 Lemona Avenue, Van Nuys, California, 91411. Today is July 14th, 2022. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 3-inch ABS waste line cleanout located on the left-hand side of the house, just outside the hallway bathroom, just below the tankless water heater. That's our bathroom. This is our tankless water heater. That's our 3-inch ABS waistline cleanout. That goes out towards the front of the property. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue to push out. We are running a little bit of water in our hallway bathroom just to help get the line flushed and possibly help us push through. And what we'll do is we'll utilize this water just to help us push out and possibly get all the way out towards the front of the house and possibly all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we'll do is we'll just continue to push out. It does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And make a little bit of a turn. And it does appear that we're transitioning. We're going to pull back just a little bit. It does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be possibly vitreous clay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push in just a little bit. Again, very difficult. I'm going to pause here for a moment and we're going to shut down the water. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and we shut down the water a little bit. We slowed it down a little bit just so we can get still a little bit of volume of water just to help us push out, but as well so that we can slow down so we can actually see the transition here. So it does appear that we're transitioning from black ABS waistline to what appears to be cast iron waistline. So again, we're just going to push in slowly. And again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, very difficult, a little difficult to tell, but we're going to take a good look. But again, it does appear to be cast iron waistline. It's got a little bit of buildup, a little bit of scaling around. And as you can see, as we continue to push out, it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. So we're going to pull back just a little bit, and we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to mark this area. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area at 2 foot 8 inches deep, and this is just to the left of the front door on the concrete driveway, just at the edge of the planter. And we did mark it with the red crayon at 2 foot 8 inches deep, and it does appear that we're transitioning to vitreous clay. And as you can see, we do have an offset in this joint in front of us here from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And we're coming up on the next joint. Does appear to be a little bit of root intrusion in that joint there, right around the 3 o'clock area. A little bit of an offset as well. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, we're going to pull back just a little bit. In that joint there, as you can see, we do got some more root intrusion coming in right around the 9 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to push out. And coming up on the next joint there, and as you can see, we do got some root intrusion coming in right around the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock area. So again, we'll just continue to push out. And coming up on the next joint. And as you can see in this joint here, it does appear that we do have a fairly large root intrusion coming in right around the 3 o'clock area and the 9 o'clock. And you can see we do got a large offset as well. So again, we'll just continue to push out. What we'll do is just continue to push out. Utilize a little bit of this water to help us push out and get possibly all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. And then from there we can pull back and take a really good look. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our mic here and just attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. More root intrusion. I'm going to pause our mic here. Coming up on another joint with more root intrusion. Okay, we went ahead and made a little bit of a turn, and as you can see, we're made a little bit of turn, dropped right down into our city sewer tie-in. We're going to push in just a little bit, clean our camera lens. Get in there, just rinse our camera lens a little bit, and we'll pull back, and pull back a little bit more. And we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to pull back slowly. As we pull back, this is our saddle. And again, just going to continue to pull back. We're going to shake our camera lens to try to get our camera lens a little clearer. There we go. Try again.
Yep.
Okay, again, as I mentioned, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. So we're just going to shake our camera lens just a little bit, just to try to rinse it off a little bit. And we'll just continue to pull back. So as we pull back, again, as I mentioned, we are in vitreous clay sewer pipe. And the vitreous clay sewer line did appear to have quite a bit of root intrusion throughout. Several offsets, several large offsets, several root intrusions throughout. As you can see in that joint there, we got root intrusion. So again, we would recommend possibly installing a mainline sewer cleanout at the front of the house, having the line hydrojetted and re-inspected. That way we get the root intrusion out of the line and also get some of this debris and buildup out of the line, and we'll have to take a good look. So again, we just continue to pull back. Again, got a little bit of water running just to help us try to keep our camera lens clear. And also it did help us push out. As you can see, more root intrusion in that area there. Right around, we're going to push out just a little bit. Right about there, you can see we do have a large root intrusion. Right around the 12 o'clock area, that does appear to be our test tee. And that's right around the curb area. You can see that we do have a large root intrusion around the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock area. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And more root intrusion in that joint there. More root intrusion in that joint there. And again, as I mentioned, we do have several root intrusions throughout the vitreous clay sewer line pipe and fittings. And so we were able to locate an area up at the front of the house where possibly a mainline sewer cleanout can be installed and the line could be hydrojetted and re-inspected. So again, we'll just go ahead and continue to pull back. More root intrusions in those joints. And another large root intrusion in that joint there. And more root intrusion in that joint as well. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. More root intrusion in that joint as well. And we'll continue to pull back. Again, as we pull back, it does appear they're transitioning back into cast iron waistline. So we're going to just push out just a little bit. And right about this area here, we did locate this area at 2 foot 8 inches deep. And again, this is just to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left of the front door on the concrete driveway next to the planter. We did mark this area with a red crayon. This area here would be a good area for a two-way mainline sewer cleanout. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back, transitioning back into our cast iron waistline. And this is just underneath the porch area, the front porch. You have cast iron waistline still underneath the porch. And then as we pull back, we transition back into black ABS waistline. So again, we got transitioning back into our black ABS waistline. We'll pull back slowly. And all our black ABS waistline all appeared to be in fair condition. We did have some water running, so you can see a little bit of water flowing through. But everything still seems to be passing through and flowing. No bellies. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. And heading back towards our cleanout. Make a little bit of a turn. And we're going to come up and out of our 3-inch ABS waistline cleanout, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.